Hey guys, Octavian here playing Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. We're taking a look at the global version, just going through all the updates we have on Monday here. So first thing we have is pretty exciting. I'm pretty happy about it. We're getting another AP campaign, 0 AP campaign right after it ended. I was getting a little bummed because I was farming my mats to level up my my fairy stars, and kept running out of AP. Unfortunately, I skipped a lot of the mithril shards playing on my global account, just trying to grind through the story mode. So I had to go through and replay a ton of the missions to get my shards. And now, due to the fact that I've used all of my adamantite ore on all of my keyblades to get them all to max level, I don't have enough adamantite ore to get the keyblade to max without them releasing the adamantite ore quest for fairy stars. So I'm kind of locked out. I think I'm at 23, and I won't be able to go any higher until we get that quest. So that kind of stinks. I really hope we get that in the next week or two. I'm sure there's a lot of other people in that position right now. For VIP, we're getting some more gems, which, I mean, with fairy stars, it's pretty cool because I think you need like 10 of each gem to get that to 35. So, you know, it takes a pretty big investment, so these definitely help out. I'm pretty well stocked right now, but if I really need that to push to 35, I may consider getting VIP. Probably not, though. Magic Mirrors, Chips and Dales, Skills Quest, Evolution Medals, you know, nothing too spectacular there. All right, and then they're bringing back Axel EX with the falling price deal. You know, this is pretty cool and everything. I'm personally not going to be pulling it all for it. But, you know, it goes down to 1900. We're used to these by now. We just had one of these for Cloud EX a little bit ago. I expect we'll be getting one for Sora EX in the near future. So, you know, nothing too big there. It's a good medal, but it's, you know, we're to the point where it's going to be outclassed, you know, severely by other medals coming up in the future, such as Gula EX, and stuff like that. So I'm personally not going to be pulling for this at all. You know, I don't like going for stuff that doesn't have a mercy, personally. All right. And then, so we have our weekly gym quest. I'm going to do a video for this right at the end of this update to go over how I cleared this. It's another hard one, very similar strategy to that last week. We have the new daily raid event. This is one of them where you want to get them up to level 5 for your party. Then just, you know, get them out there, you know, hit them once and die. And then let the rest of your party members finish them off. Or at least do like half damage. That way you get the, you know, extra tokens for doing more damage. But that way everybody gets the tokens from it. And if you have everybody in your party doing this, getting one to level 5 and leaving it, it helps a lot. If you're not in an organized party, you're going to struggle with this a little bit. If you have 2 accounts, you can just go back and forth. But thankfully I have a party that's pretty invested in doing that, so that's very nice for me. So we have our high score challenge, Illustrated Donald B. It is a solid medal, 11 exceptionally powerful hits, and magic strength up 5 tiers for 1 turn. It is a very good medal, guys. Again, nothing that's not going to be outclassed in the future. The problem with this medal is it is definitely pay to play. You know, free to pay people are going to have next to no chance to getting this medal, to be completely honest, guys. There's only one enemy besides the final one. And all the percentage medals, as you can see, none of them are medals except for Final Boss Xion that were a mercy. And even the other ones, they weren't guaranteed pulls by any means. You had to be pretty lucky to get any of those medals. So that your chance at having higher than, like me personally, I'm using a shared 21% medal, and then I have my Final Boss Xion. So I'm sitting at 35%. You know, that's... I have pretty much as high of a score as I can have with 35%, minus maybe some crits. And, you know, I'm still barely at 3,000 right now, and I'm sure by the end of the event I'm going to be knocked out of top 5,000. It'd be awesome if I could sneak through and get a copy of this medal. I just don't see it happening, guys. If you were lucky enough to manage to pull some of these medals, you're going to be in a really good position, especially if you have, like, Lingering Will. That's going to be a really good medal to get a high score with a time multiplier. You know, but yeah, definitely one of them that if you don't have the medals, you're really not going to place high, unfortunately. I would expect you probably need close to 50% to make it top 5K by the end of it. All right, I will do a video though posting kind of the absolute best strategy you can have to get as high score as possible with the percentage you have. It's very easy to explain with it only being the one enemy, so I'll have that for you guys a little bit later. And let's see, anything else here? We're getting our Union Cross where we're getting past event medals. Kind of cool. Honestly, none of them are too spectacular. I mean, if you didn't have, let me take a look here. I mean, all of them are pretty outclassed at this point. If you want to go for any of them for like collection purposes, that's cool. But really, none of them are anything too special. We are getting magic brooms consistently now with VIP, which is really awesome. So start stocking up those brooms, guys. Looks like we're going to be getting them more regularly. And that's really everything. I hadn't touched on the King's Roar falling price deal, but I mean, if you look at the medal, it's pretty self-explanatory. This medal is nothing special at all. So I would not pull for this. Definitely not. I would go ahead and save your jewels for some of the much better medals we have. We're really not getting anything spectacular for quite a while, guys. I will be posting a video anytime we get a new banner, and I will let you know, if it's something that's really worth pulling for. Right now, the banners we have, they're just not worth pulling for at all. So that's the update. I'm going to go ahead and finish up by doing the high score challenge video, kind of show you my strategy. One of the best strategies to beat it, essentially. Let's go here. You really just want to do as much damage as possible. And the trick is it's got the 8-hit counter. You want to, before the end of its turn, expel all of its 8 hits so that it retaliates and kills you. And then once you pop the second chance, you need to be able to kill it by the end of that turn. Simple as that. So just whatever your most powerful setup is, just go all out on it. If you have an HD Xion, use it to copy a really good friend medal. And that's really all you got to do here. So I'll go ahead and show the video. I'm personally copying my friend's Roxas EX. Even without a strength boost on it or max guilt, it still manages to get the job done. So here we go. And it is possible to do it if your best setup isn't speed. Run magic. You can still do it. I did this last week using speed when it was a magic, or speed when it was a speed enemy. So definitely doable. You want to make sure you take out those guys before they're able to do any buffs. That's very important. All right. And then you want to be able to take this guy out. I don't have any gauge restore, so it's very important that I do try and conserve my gauges as well as I can. And there's a little trick up here I'm going to show you as well. You can avoid one of the enemies altogether. Drop my guy a little bit there. There you go. Alright, and then we're not going to waste any gauges here. Go ahead and heal. I don't care. Alright, there we go. Conserving my gauges. Going to grab some more there. Alright, here we go. So you can jump up, jump down. It's a little tricky, but you can go right around that guy. That way you don't got to waste any gauges on him. Alright, so here we go. The boss, pretty much what it comes down to with my setup is whether or not my second chance procs. So as you can see, he has the 8-hit counter. I'm going all out using my Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora EX early because he's a really good all-around buffer. So he's making sure that the rest of my medals are doing much more damage. Whereas if I had him towards the end, they'd be doing a lot less damage and overall just would not be as good of a setup. Alright, looking good. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and pop Nova. That way we get him down to needing one more hit. And then we're going to do our final hit. Alright, he's going to retaliate. It's going to knock me out. And I got to pray for the second chance. There we go. And then as long as I have the gauges, I'm actually cutting it really close here. But as long as I have the gauges, I will have him down. Thankfully, because it's a raid boss, you get a lot back from attacking. Alright. And Xion, my main MVP. There we go, got it down to 10 bars. And then the final attack. There we go, guys. So that's kind of the setup you got to go for. If it's still like last week where it wipes your buffs, doing a defense setup probably isn't going to work. It may. I haven't looked into it. But, if you guys want, I could definitely try and do that and see if that's worth doing. This is definitely the easiest strategy. If you have some powerful metals, just use a Kyrie at the beginning and then just go all out. And use the 8 hits, die, come back, wipe them before the end. That's all you got to do. So thank you so much, guys. I'm going to have another video with my high score challenge run coming up here in a minute. And, once we get some more updates in JP, I'll be keeping you up to date on that as well. If you like this, definitely put a like, subscribe, and I will be having a lot more content for you guys here in the future. Have a great day. Bye.